What up, collective, and welcome to another, I was about to say channel podcast, and welcome to another pick a rock reading. This one is actually on messages from Papa Legba. Papa Legba is a prominent figure in Haitian voodoo and other related traditions, serving as a gatekeeper between the human and spirit worlds. He is a powerful spirit who opens the paths for communication with other spirits and is often invoked at the beginning and end of rituals. Depictions of Papa Legba commonly show him as an old man with a dog, often with a straw hat, a pipe, and a crutch or a cane. So, if you are new here, first of all, hey, my name is Professor P, aka Paris, aka Brightbat, Elvira, and you can catch all of my links below if you're interested in different channelings. Like I channel different people, cartoons, situations happening, celebrities, and talk about my personal life. That's in my podcast. And then on my Patreon, that's where I have exclusive content and weekly horoscopes, and my Instagram also just shows more of me. Okay, so I'll have all those links below. And yeah, I feel like that's all the rundown. So I'm gonna let you guys, figure out which one that you feel the most drawn to. But yeah, Papa Legba wanted to come through to this collective specifically because, as I talked about in my podcast, a lot of us are overlooking things when it comes to curses, generational curses, magic, manipulation going on that some of you may not be seeing. So it may touch upon those themes. Okay, so we're gonna, it was like this, right? Yeah, okay. What up, group one, and welcome to your messages from Papa Legba, okay? Papa Legba is a prominent figure in Haitian voodoo and other related traditions, serving as a gatekeeper between the human and spirit worlds. And as I talked about in my podcast, he was coming through to this collective in particular to help us to be revealed to the unseen things spiritually that we may not be seeing. So they let me know that they wanted to go more in depth and reach more people through me. So that is what we're going to be doing. But let's see. So somebody's grandmother is or was very intuitive, and your ancestors were also very intuitive. And the main message that's really striking to me is he wants a lot of you to really take psychic and spiritual protection more seriously than what you do. Some of you no, because I'm hearing no, they don't. This is a group that does not take it seriously. Like, this is a group where you hang out with people, you go to certain places and then wonder why you feel drained. Some of you are actually crystal children, as am I. So you're very high vibrational, and you need to actually have crystals, real crystals on you. You need to have like some sort of pendant around your neck to basically protect your chakras, because you're like an energetic sponge. When you walk into a room, people, it's like you collect all the dark energy, and it basically like just festers on you. And some of you may resonate with being a people pleaser. Maybe you try to like make sure everyone's good. You're the caretaker of the family. You're the caretaker of the people around you. Some of you may actually be psychics or healers, and you need some sort of spiritual routine or regimen in order to become more powerful, so that you're not overwhelmed by your gifts. You're not overwhelmed by your abilities. Sometimes when you are a natural transmuter, that's just how you're built. Like, I know I'm a grid worker, so I'm naturally built to transmute energy. It's just about replenishing myself. So some of you, you're very well aware that you do this, but you don't replenish yourself. You don't take time to rest. You don't take time to recharge. You're just kind of like on go mode. And that is something that they really want this group to know, is to take time to rest. Take time to replenish your energies. You don't always have to be here, there, everywhere. You need to learn how to sit still sometimes and meditate and ground, because that is also, I'm hearing, that is also an issue that your mother has. Someone close to you within your family, maybe you observe them kind of being a worrywart. They're always all over the place and they could never really keep their emotions in check. And Papa Legba wants to help you guys with learning how to keep your emotions grounded, learning what emotions are yours, and learning how to dispel anything that isn't yours. Okay. Yeah, with this Page of Swords, you gotta be more discerning. And also, some of you have to be careful of your own selves. Like, maybe you struggle with a chocolate or sweets addiction, and this is also altering your path because maybe somebody in your family, maybe it runs in your family, heart disease or heart attacks or heart failure. I'm just hearing something like that. Diabetes, high blood pressure. It runs in your bloodline, in your ancestry, and you are the one who's supposed to make the changes to your bloodline. If you don't have children and you're still in childbearing, age, you're thinking about it, you're meant to pass along, because look, you're meant to pass along to your children a new way of eating and dieting that's different from your ancestors and different from the way that you saw your family eating, especially if you are melanated, how they have brainwashed us to think that eating a predominantly meat diet, it's okay to have meat if it's fresh and if it's good and it's blessed over. But sometimes, you have to be careful of eating too much of low vibrational things and fast food and things like that. There's some discernment that Papa Legba wants to give you guys when it comes to how you eat, because it very well does dictate how you think, how your intuition works, and how your finances come in. Some of you are wondering why you haven't made it out of a certain period of life, and it's because you haven't actually nurtured your body the way that you're supposed to. You haven't actually grown spiritually in the ways that you're supposed to. Even though you're putting in all this work in your physical, there's more to be done spiritually, is what they're saying. Yeah, I was just saying, putting in all this work, 8 of Pentacles. Some of you, what they are saying is they commend your work ethic. Some of you, work in healthcare, and they are commending that because it's not an easy job. Some of you don't work an easy job, even if you are a reader, healer, or babysitter. I don't know. It's just something where your job is not easy, and they are saying, they empathize with that. But this is why it's so important for you to put yourself first. I don't know why that keeps looking like a chocolate bar to me. Maybe some of you, you need dark chocolate, okay? Like pure dark chocolate and strawberries and blueberries. I'm kind of being shown how people are eating nowadays. They have the steak and the avocado on the wooden board. It's like you need whole foods, but less of the meat, okay? Because that's really what's going to alter your frequency. I hope that doesn't keep doing that through the whole video, y'all. I'm so sorry. See? And my cat is in the litter box. Oh my God. And he's actually about to I'm so sorry, y'all, but yeah, another thing is they want you to learn how to move forward through distractions. Maybe some of you get easily overwhelmed emotionally. You let the smallest things dictate how you feel. Some of you, it's very hard for you to keep your composure under moments of stress. And this is also directly correlated to diet. Some of you actually need a moment where you're just fasting. Maybe even if it's for 48 hours, you need a moment of just your vessel being completely pure, so that you're not overwhelmed or targeted by lower vibrational energies that don't really serve you. Because you need to be sharp as a tack. That is how I'm hearing them say it. This is a group where you can't afford to be wonky, okay? Because it's something about your intuition dictating. I hope that fixes it. it's something about your intuition dictating the way your life, like how blessed you are. Like how clear your intuition is how blessed you are. I hope that makes sense. Like if your intuition is not clear, you're not going to be making money. You're not going to know who or what to choose within your love life, and you know what direction to go in. So they're really saying that that's super important. One second. Okay, babes, okay. Enough. Because he likes to go overtime. Okay, but yeah, that is what I'm seeing. So I hope that helped you guys. As I said, it's something about keeping your intuition very clear and keeping yourself balanced in order to attract what it is that you desire, okay? Because it's very important within this life that your crown chakra is balanced, that your heart chakra is clear, and that you're eating healthily, okay? See you guys at the next one while I try to figure this out, okay? Because I don't like how this camera is doing that. Okay, let's see. Maybe I could use something else. All right. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right. So welcome group 2, and welcome to your Papa Legba messages. Papa Legba is a prominent figure in Haitian voodoo and other related traditions, serving as a gatekeeper between the human and spirit world. So as I said in my podcast, I'll have that link below. They really wanted to speak to those drawn to my collective because some of you are not seeing things spiritually, you know, and that's what's blocking your path, keeping you from moving forward, and just messages about the unseen that they have to share for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to hop right into it. So I'm hearing grounded and solid. You're not as grounded and solid as you think you are. Some of you are. And they are commending you for something. Somebody went through something recently. And they're saying whatever you went through recently, that alone, just the strength of you waking up and picking yourself up every day takes a lot. And so they are saying that they recognize your pain. Some of you are carrying a deep pain from childhood, from past lifetimes, a heaviness on your heart, and they want to help alleviate that. You know, some of you, it's been a while since you smudged your space, and that is also why you feel heavy. And some of you, it's been a while since you've talked to somebody. Like maybe somebody was like a lover to you, and you and this person are no longer in communication, and they want to help with recommending other things to do as you wait for things to be rectified within your life, because they are saying that you are somebody who tends to dwell. You tend to dwell on the things that have happened to you, and you don't know when to stop or how to stop. And that is something that also got in the way of your ancestors moving forward. With this mystery card here, your ancestors always tried to prevent the worst from happening, but sometimes they didn't realize how that was preventing them from living in the present. So you may always realize you're trying to chaos control, but you end up causing more chaos than not because you're not grounded, okay? One second, y'all. You're not as grounded or healed as maybe you portray. Maybe some of you try to show up for others before you show up for yourself. And that is why also something within love life has not came together yet, because you're still very codependent on something, or you're coming out of being codependent, but then it's also like, what do I do next? And they want to help you with that. Like, what's next for you is actually just a period of just reflection, of just looking over your emotions. And I know I just said, you know, dwelling, but there's a difference between like analyzing and releasing than just dwelling and being like, this situation is not going to change. No, you actually need to transmute what you're feeling into power, and really master knowing how to transmute your pain into power, and not giving up. I'm hearing not giving up mid-sentence. Maybe some of you have been trying to work with affirmations, but you give up on it. But they are saying your words are powerful. Your tongue is powerful. The words that you speak out of your mouth are very powerful. So the next time that you're fixing up to say that, you know, nothing ever changes in your reality, you got to watch that. Okay, they're going to help you every time that you, because they are describing it to me as they understand why it is difficult for you. Like, some of you, you have been beaten down by a situation for so long that you don't even know how you're going to recover from something, especially if you're waiting on news about something, or maybe you lost a loved one, like literally in the physical. My condolences. And then also losing somebody just spiritually, like no longer talking to someone anymore. You know, it can be like losing somebody, okay, in ways. And they're trying to help you to find the joy and happiness within your life again. That is what Papa Legba wants for you, because the only way that we can create new for ourselves is if we believe that new is going to come. There is a thought form that they feel like you get very stuck on, like, I'm never going to talk to this person again. I'm never going to come out of this. It's like, it's a very self-deprecating sort of like energy that they do frown their nose upon, because I'm seeing them like scrunch up their nose, because some of you are a lot stronger than that, but you get upset when, because I'm hearing, I want it that way. It's like when you want things a certain way, there is nothing that your ancestors, angels, higher self can tell you. You're just like, no, I want it now. You guys said I was going to have it. Like, maybe your prediction has not came true yet. Pay attention to that. But you're just like, fuck it, okay? And you're just like sitting down, and you're like, we're literally in the middle of the road, and we're like, no, you got to keep going. The cars are coming. You're just going to get ran over by this energy. So that's what they really want to help some of you guys with. I'm also hearing stopping smoking, stopping drinking. Whenever you get under like, I'm hearing whenever you get under the influence, you become like this, okay? So they want you to be aware of the things that drop your vibrations lower. Like, you like pay attention to how you feel when you're sober. Do you feel more optimistic? Do you feel like you can take on the world more? That is what you need to do. If you feel like when you drink, you get into this mode, or when you smoke, you get into this energy, you need to pay attention to that, because it's your body and your soul telling you this is not the way that we need to cope with this situation right now. We need to be clear-headed with this King of Swords. We need to be certain of ourselves. The more certain and confident you are, the more powerful you are, and the more that you're going to attract in what it is that you desire over time. Because like I said, there's something where you get frustrated, and that is something that they're trying to like beat out of you, okay? Not just Papa Legba, but your guides in general. They're trying to like get this frustration out of you, because regardless, you're going to have to live. You're going to have to live without whatever this is. You're going to have to live for you. You're going to have to fight for you. So you cannot just give up on yourself in the middle of the road. I mean, if that's what you want to do, hey, by all means. But just think about it. Think about, like, do you really want to give up on yourself like that? That is what they are coming through and saying. You have so much potential to just let, and don't get me wrong, some of you are really going through something mentally, but there's so much more on the other side of this with this Wheel of Fortune here. There's so much more that you have yet to see. about your life. Okay, I'm hearing prophecy. So something is prophesized within your life or set in stone. You are set to marry. You are set to have wealth. You are set to overcome this addiction. You are set to overcome poverty after you learn something on a spiritual level. So they're going to be bringing that up, bringing more of what this is you're meant to learn up to you, so you can be like, oh, okay, like this is what I need to work on, this thought pattern, or every time this time period, because there's something about cycles here. Like every time the new moon comes or the quarter moons, you may notice that you feel more like a certain way. It's like they're saying something about journaling how you feel every day, and then looking back and seeing like the patterns, because there's a pattern that you guys are meant to break, so that you can fully just be free and fully be in this 5D energy, creator energy that you desire. Okay. So that's mainly what I'm getting for group 2. I hope that helped you guys. I'll see you at the next one. Peace out. What up, group 3, and welcome to your messages from Papa Legba reading. Papa Legba is a prominent figure in Haitian voodoo and other related traditions, serving as a gatekeeper between the human and spirit world. So, excuse me, as I talked about in my podcast, Papa Legba is here with this collective to help us with the unseen, the things that we have not been recognizing within ourselves, the spiritual patterns, generational curses, etc. So they're just going to be bringing to your attention if, there's anything that you aren't seeing. Let's see what's coming up for group 3. I'm hearing raindrops are falling on my head. Wow. So Papa Legba, for some of you, your ancestors knew him. We're family. Because I know Papa Legba is an ancestor for me. And I'm hearing we're family. So some of you could also be of ancient Egyptian descent. Very powerful. Very magnetic. Maybe from Atlantean times, Lemurian times. Maybe you're a starseed crystal child. But you have the gift and ability to literally transmute anything into what you want it to be. Like, you could also be somebody who controls the weather. I talk about this a lot. When you are a starseed or light worker, you control the weather. You can manipulate things. You can manipulate energy. And with great power comes great responsibility. So they are saying that you are coming into a period where you're actually taking... You're actually needing to learn more about the exact powers that you have so that you can master them. Some of you are really skilled at divination. Some of you are really skilled at candle magic, manifesting things, healing things, okay? And you could turn this into something is what they're saying. But before you do that, some of you have already started on this path, and they're just saying to invoke their energy. If you feel safe, as I said in my podcast, just say that you only work with Papa Legba if your higher self and spirit team, who are here for your highest good, approve of him. But once you invoke his energy, he's going to protect you. He wants to protect this group. It's not that you guys are doing anything necessarily bad, but sometimes highly advanced spiritual people get attacked by highly advanced spiritual demons, okay? And it's like you guys are usually sharp, but sometimes the demons can be a little sharper, all right? And again, going back to the podcast about him, letting me know about the shape-shifting reptilians on my grid, and me knowing, but also me needing to be hyper aware that when I get into a certain vibration, they're always going to try to attack me. Anytime that I drop into the 4th D, as I say, I got enemies in the 4th dimension. I really do. So anytime that I drink or do anything like that, I'm always going to have to be on edge. I'm always going to have to be combating. It's no way around it. I've tried and they don't go away. Okay. So it's better to fight the smart fight and just not fight at all. Okay, so there's something where maybe you guys have been trying to force something into your reality, but because it's low vibrational, it's like it's contradicting what it is that you're meant to do. And because you are used to transmuting things, it's like you were thinking that you could transmute a situation or fix a situation, but it's better that you just call it truce. Okay, yeah, with this Seven of Swords, all this trying to like hurry up and gather, like some of you, it's an overspending problem. Like you could be so abundant if you just learn how to master your addictions a little more. Addictions could be like literally to anything, like addictions to shopping, drinking, smoking, etc., whatever. Just addictions to doing certain things. Like it's a little bit of like, this is also a curse of Egypt. Okay, I'm hearing that very clearly. Always thinking that our wealth would never run out, and kind of making like decisions that were very like gluttonous a little bit, like getting things that we didn't really need. And it's not that it's all bad, because there's also something where some of you have a hard time with actually buying things that would make you feel better. Like maybe you prioritize your rent and all that stuff first, but you don't get new shoes, you don't get jewelry, you don't get your hair done. It's like things that would add to your wealth. Okay, so there is something coming up about treating yourself as royalty and not living so much in this like lack mindset of like food, rent, bills, food, rent, bills. It's just you can afford to get something, or do something for yourself. Okay, and then for others of you, you do have an overspending problem, and you need to figure out where to put your money, like what matters. Like every week you need to kind of write a list and basically think over the things that you need. Write the things you need first, and then the things you want next. Take care of the needs and then move to the wants. Okay, it's something where you have to bring a balance to your finances, because you are worthy of money. Some of you have a really hard time with believing that you're worthy of upgrading from the tax bracket that you're currently in. It's like they're saying you can make so much more money. So when you invite them in, you're going to notice different financial opportunities coming in quickly. And you're going to have to like know when, because you're going to know, because it's just going to be so clear that, oh, this is what Papa Legba is wanting me to do. Like they want me to apply in this direction, or start trading, or like you could see like different ads popping up after this. And I'm hearing just give it a try, because there are so many people making millions as they sleep. And some of you would be very good at that because you're tech savvy. Look at this, not Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You're very tech savvy. So something would come very easy to you if you just applied a little bit of pressure. Even if this is like content creation, like you can do it. It is possible, but you do need to kind of like recharge and recenter, refocus, and again, have that additional spiritual protection, because there's always something trying to like claw at you every time you climb up. You already know that this has been going on since you've been born. So look, it's just like every time you get to some level, it's something always trying to like, get back down here, get back down to hell, we're not done with you. It's just like, fuck off. But that is mainly what they want to say. Okay, so I hope this helped you guys. I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.